computer. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Good morning. Good to see you, Lisa.
Nice to see you, Denise. Thank you for helping guide this conversation around best practices for successful video interviews for the interns who are doing the studio tour project.
Yes, thank you, Studio Tour Project interns, because we would not be able to get this done without you. We appreciate you. So that's
Lucy
one.
Haley.
Number one, Lucy Haley. Okay, that's number one. Number two, our goal for doing this is always centering the artists in their work, number one, and centering us as the partner that makes this work happen, right? So when you look at the questions and you look at first of all, the questions are excellent. They're beautiful. You and I know, Lisa, that some people, like Craig, who is my former neighbor, some people you're going to talk to them and they're going to be like an encyclopedia, and it's going to be like,
right,
especially
quotable,
Craig,
and
they're
yeah,
going to be quotable, all that. But what you want to get from them is the essence of this relationship, right? Because not that, again, centering them and their work and the essence of the relationship with Evanston Made. So let me give you an example. I want to, Lisa and I are gonna talk. I'm gonna ask her a question about last night. Her and I had a really beautiful full moon burn last night. So Lisa, tell me, what was the most memorable moment you had last night on the beach?
Probably the moment where the fire that we started to share for the two of us attracted other people. The guy who was like, how did you build that fire and it didn't go out in this wind? The young lady who was like, I'm cold in my bikini, can I hang out? The other friend who was like, hey, my friend's here. Like, the minute that fire grew from just a thing that we shared to something that other people were like, oh, I want to be part of this.
And tell me about your, like you said, you just told me about the moment. What was the feeling that you got in that moment?
To me, one of my big qualifiers of a successful day is human connection. And a lot of times I just have this expectation that if the one-on-one connection works, then I'm really happy. But the moment that I started seeing that connection go beyond, I just felt a sense of calm. I felt a sense of like, this is going to be an awesome end to a beautiful day. I really felt a sense of sort of like pride, excitement, and hope, I gotta say, because it made me feel like, okay, I can do this beyond just me.
And at the core of that was community.
Always,
and now wrap. Ladies, what you just witnessed
is Denise in action.
What you just witnessed, I wanted her to get to community. I didn't tell her ahead of time. I didn't plant that with her. We didn't plant that ahead of time. Like, I literally asked her a question and she gave me an answer. And then building on what she said, I led her to something else. Of course, I'm 52 years old. I've been doing this. I get paid thousands of dollars to do this. The point is, it's all about listening and the cue. Evanston Made is about community at its core. Okay. And it's about connecting humans. It's about making people's days successful. It's about people driving their sales. It's about people in Evanston who aren't artists being connected to artists. It's about people from other towns coming in, but the people that you're all talking to are all based here. And so we really want to get at why. We want to get at their why. We want them to tell us what we already fucking know, right? We know that we're the pros at community. We know we're the pros at the magnetism, magnetic. We bring people to them and we bring opportunities to them. We bring them to each other. If there's an opportunity where someone talks about partnership, dig into that, because that's one of the benefits of being an Evanston Made member, is the fact that you have other members. You have this huge community. One of my favorite stories, ladies, I'll leave you with, is when I was, I don't do vision boards. I'm not a great artist. I mean, this behind me, this piece, my friend Kelly made it, like not me. I don't make art. I'm like Lisa. I'm more of a curator of it. Well, I had to do one of those vision boards, which I've only done it one time and it was really weak. But when I needed materials for it and I hadn't been saving, you know what I did? I popped a note into Evanston Made, and within an hour, I had all the things, right? Like 4 different people were like, boom, 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 boom. And literally, I ran over to one house and in one stop picked up everything I needed. That is what Evanston Made is. Like, if you haven't experienced that, if you don't know that, or if you only know us from our events, or if you only know us from Lisa D and her amazing magnetic personality, you're fucking missing it. It's much, much more than that.
And it's that is what I love, is because yesterday I'm hanging the tags for art at Pour for John Liberty because his party is going to be in 2 days. And this woman's like, "What are you doing? Are you the artist?" And I'm like, "No, I'm the curator. I'm with Evanston Made. Me and my partner, Liz Kramer, curate these spaces. But I got to go, right? I'm super busy. So I'm trying to like wrap this conversation up." And she's like, "Oh, wait, Evanston Made." I'm like, "Visibility and opportunity for the artist in this community. Look us up." And it just felt so good to be able to, like, in a nutshell, that's all we do. And I really, really want these videos and these interviews to highlight, like, for a lot of these artists, before this Evanston Made loudmouth, I'm gonna talk about, came into play, not that nobody heard of them, but there just wasn't an engine. And I really want that to come across in these interviews. So I'm gonna stop recording and share this nugget. Thank you, Denise. This is perfect.